Hey everybody, Gary here with Guitar Tricks, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you could start soloing on the guitar on day one in any key. I'm going to show you this little pattern that you can move around that you could trust will work on any song. Before we get into it, please go ahead and click subscribe so that you get all of the latest and greatest content from Guitar Tricks. And if you want to be notified of any new lesson, be sure to tap the bell and let us know in the comments what you'd like to see in future lessons. That's where we're always looking for ideas. All right, let's get into it. All right, so I've got one of these Guitar Tricks backing tracks. We post them on the YouTube channel all the time. This one's called Simple Rock Groove, key of C. So it doesn't say C minor, it says C, so C major. So what I need to know is where is there a C on the high E string? Now, if you know the notes on the low E string, which are a great string to learn first, they're the same on the high E string. They're both the E string, right? So the C is right here on the 8th fret. That's the note C. Now, this little pattern, if you're in a major key, I want you to put your pinky on that note. And then I want you to put your index finger down 1, 2, 3 frets on the same string, like that. And then on the next string closer to your nose, do the same thing. So you have these 4 notes. I'm going to show you a little bit more than that, but watch how much I could do with just that. So if we know we're in a major key, put our pinky on whatever the note of that key is, C, back 3 frets, there's a second note, next string, same pattern. So there's 4 notes to start with. So now I'm just going to play around with those 4 notes and try to come up with little melodies. I'm not going to do anything fancy. Check it out. Cool. All right, so just doing that, I've got some great ideas, right? Now, what I could also do is from this note, I could either slide up 2 frets, and also from this one, or I could bend up to that note. Now, if you can't really bend all the way, it might not sound so great. It might be something like, right? It's not going to quite be there. So that's something to aspire to. What you could do is start with a slide. Basically, to do the slide, I play the note and then just slide up 2 frets. What you could do is try to match that sound with a bend. So to do the bend, you just got to grip that note, grip the whole neck, grip that note, and just squeeze it up. Don't be afraid to break the string. Part of life as a guitar player. I would say every few hundred bends, I break a string. And then on the next string. But for now, I'm just going to do slides. Now, you might also want to experiment with using your 3rd finger instead of your pinky if you're going to slide. You might find it has a little more strength. So experiment with that. So now I'm going to use these 4 notes plus this 2 fret slide on both strings. Watch. Now the bend. Cool. Now, one other thing you saw me add was vibrato, where I went. And that's just basically shaking that note up and down, sort of at a consistent speed. Some people do it fast. Some people do it slow. You could use any finger to do it. Right? So just trying to shake it a little bit. Now, what if we want to do that in a minor key? Well, let's try to find a minor key here. All right, I found one called Minor Blues Groove, key of D minor from Guitartricks. Now, for the minor, you put your index finger on whatever the note of the key is. So D, that's going to be up here on the 10th fret. And then we do the same pattern, index, pinky, up 3 frets, and then next string, same thing. And again, I can do the slide up. Or the bend. And the vibrato. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Okay, so you heard me do one other thing, pull-offs and hammer-ons. I went, and I went. So that's where you play one note, let's say a hammer-on, 10th fret of the high E string, and then I use my pinky as a hammer to that 13th fret. I pick one time, and I hammer on the next string. And then as a pull-off, I start with the pinky, I keep the index finger down firm, and I pull that pinky down. And it kind of acts like a little pick back to the index finger note. So that allows you to play kind of fast. You could do things like, right? That's hammer-ons and pull-offs together. If you keep doing that, it sounds a little gimmicky, but it's great to just add into a riff. Or do something like, or, awesome. All right, now let's say we want to do this in a different key. I'm just going to pick a random backing track now. Okay, I found one that says E minor hard rock groove. So let's get prepared. E minor, being it's minor, index finger on the note E on the 12th fret. And then I'm good to go. Check it out. So at the end there, I just did a hammer-ons pull-offs. And that's why it sounded kind of fancy. But once you get those hammer-ons and pull-offs, It's actually pretty easy. Let's do one more major key. All right, so I found one in C sharp major, modern rock groove, C sharp major. So being it's major, I put my pinky on a C sharp. That's on the 9th fret. That's our note C sharp, up 1 fret from C. So pinky for major, right? Let's try it out. All right, everybody, I hope you found that helpful. That's a great way to jump into lead guitar. This is a shape that even the most advanced guitar players love to use, and it's something you could get started with right away. If you want to learn more about playing guitar, head over to guitartricks.com. There's a library of high-quality song lessons, step-by-step courses in guitar fundamentals, rock, country, blues, and so much more. Happy playing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.